Hello, my name is Karx82 and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. I have just been knocking out a bunch of our bees, and I'm almost at the uranium, plutonium, iridium bees here, which are pretty cool. I am working on this line right now, and this line is a pain. I remember it being a big pain the first time I did this. And if you don't know, Vindictive has radioactive as its trait, so it destroys like blocks. I remember it just destroying everything. I don't remember if it destroyed... It didn't destroy like the apiaries and stuff, but I do know it destroyed dirt and all that. I don't know if it's going to destroy cables and everything like that. But I've gone ahead and just placed a thing way over here. We're also at the very edge of our our thing. I should throw more range upgrades in there now that the base is getting bigger and bigger. Because some of these platforms are right at the edge of how far I can reach. I crafted up a angel block from extra utilities. Pretty easy when you have the research unlocked, but if you don't know, it places down a block just right at eye level wherever. It doesn't need a block underneath it or anything, which is pretty cool if you want to do something like that. So, like I said, I've gone ahead and did a platform way over here, and basically I'm just going... I keep doing that. Basically just throwing these frames in. I don't know if these actually, like... They technically have, like, one durability left, but they always just get destroyed whenever I use them. So I don't know if it's, like, just worth just throwing them out, to be honest. But I am trying to get the thing. So I have got the Vindictive, which is demonic and monastic. I did 2 mutagenic frames because the mutation rate does stack. And I have noticed with 2, usually you end up with purebreds for both. If you do 1, sometimes it's like 1 purebred and then you get a few other ones. But I want this to work. So I'm trying to do this. Now, Vindictive is just a normal, which is convenient. So hopefully we'll do that. Now I'm going to stand back because, like I said, this has radioactive. I don't know if it's going to destroy that block. It might. But I don't want to put, like, the world accelerator next to it because I don't want that destroyed. But it looks like it is done. Oh, we don't have the right flowers. It might just be the... We got glowstone out of it. Just regular flowers. The demonic needed the soul sand and another... Well, it needed the nether wart. So dirt. And I'll just take one of these. Or that one. Alright. That will take a second to register. And then hopefully we will get the next one. And then after that, we will get avenging. So we're looking for vengeful, and then avenging. Now, looking at the breeding, it does look like you need vindictive, then you get vengeful, and then you breed the vindictive with the vengeful to get the avenging. And there doesn't look like there is any other reason to breed these at this point. So I'm basically just going to throw the one We get 2 drones from it, so I threw the 1 drone in there. We'll save 1 drone, but I doubt we'll ever, hopefully never need this again. Alright, it looks like it's done. Alright, so there we go. There is that. If we do want to come back, I can always get the, like, the species. Although that is a bit hard with only 1 drone. But, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Actually, I can put both in there. We only need these 2. Do these give... What do these give anyway? Iridium. Interesting. I mean, that doesn't feel very radioactive, but... but that is a tiny, tiny little percent. So, a tiny percent to get a tiny percent, or a tiny piece of dust. But I mean, if you ramp this up and do production upgrades and stuff and speed upgrades, I mean, that can actually be decent. Right, last one. Let me hopefully get this. Also, it does have that. It does have a very large range. So hopefully, yeah, it's not. What is the largest range? 15 by 15? Hopefully, that should get us the avenging. Just takes a second for it to tick. Yeah, it says keep away from everything, so... I do remember this just absolutely destroying the ground. Alright, looks like it finished. Alright, there we go. Avenging, avenging. Sweet. Again, I'm like, are these worthless? I feel like these might be worthless. I might throw them in. I might throw, like, 1 in with other ones just to get rid of them. But I think they're kind of useless. So, throw that there. So that's kind of like this family. I've kind of grouped them by families. Like, there's the cultivated branch, the imperial, the industrious. These are, like, rural ones. These are, like, clay, peat, like, swampy type ones. These ones up at the top are all the basic ones. So we got tropical, water, marshy, wintry, ender. These are all ones you get from hives. I don't have all of them, but, and then, like, we got our nether ones. Sinister, fiendish, wrathful, was it? No. Embittered, fiendish, sinister, and demonic is, like, the top tier of that. So on. I did keep a hermetic princess down here. Because if you don't know the hermetic branch, the monastic or whatever, they only give 1 drone, so it's very difficult to get multiple of these. So I kept this one just in case we ever needed it again, so I wouldn't have to breed another hermetic. I don't remember if it's actually used in anything else, to be honest. Alright, so it does have some extra... It does have some extra ones. For example, the Spectral Princess and that Phantasmal and so on and so forth. So I might need to use that again. Alright, but we got our Avenging. And then finally, we'll get our Mutagenic. I have noticed that 2 frames seem to be the best, I think. If you put a 3rd one in there, it has a chance to turn it into ignoble, and I'd rather keep it pristine. So I have noticed, like, 2 seems to pretty much always get the one we're looking for. I was just looking to see what it is, the normal. It seems to give the correct mutation without destroying the thing. And the avenging, that's only a 4% chance. So, I don't know if you would ever really need 3. I could be wrong. I'm sure there's one that has like a 1% chance or something like that. But even with a 4% chance, we got a pure and 2 pure drones. So, okay. Lastly, we need uranium to create this bee. Avenging plus platinum. I do have a platinum princess over here, but I'm going to use this one. Platinum is right there. And go back over here. And I think... I'm like, I think this is... I don't think there's any other radioactive... I could be wrong. I don't remember... Do these have... I don't think they have radioactive, even though, like, uranium is radioactive. I don't think they have that trait, but we'll have to see when we get it. So that should just take a second. And then, if you don't know, the uranium bee gives uranium combs. And now, that is part 1 of our climate control modules, which is amazing. I do need the iridium, which is... Wait, you can get that from platinum bee? I didn't know you could get iridium comb from a platinum bee. What's the iridium? Platinum and tungsten. Alright, I haven't got these yet, unfortunately, so if I want to get the actual iridium bee, for a higher chance, but if I throw it in the... alright. So that didn't give us uranium. Which is a little surprising. Oh, do I need a block of... Always keep an eye out what you need. Yep, I didn't do that. Dang it! Alright, try again. Block of uranium 238. Also, one... Oh shoot, I don't have any... I don't have any 238. No! Because I've turned it all into radon, which that is something I need to... Because I don't have my miner running at the moment, so I'm not getting more uranium. Alright, I'm gonna have to... How am I gonna do this? I have a whole bunch of uranite so I can get it. I don't want to... I can't remember. If it goes in the A system, it's gonna get put into the radon production. So I'm just thinking, I'm like, how am I gonna do this? I might want to... I need 9, basically. I need this to not output, basically what I was... But it's an MP. No! Alright, let me craft this up. I might just turn this stuff off. Probably what I'll do. Also, by the way, for some reason I have done 2 of them. I don't remember setting up a radon and I set up it again. I don't remember... I don't know how that happened, but yeah. Basically, one of them is not used. Okay, we are back. I've got the uranium block. I think I'm actually going to just process all this uranite. I was keeping it for... this. I'm like, but I rarely ever craft these up. And there's another thing for it. So I'm like, this is kind of silly. I'm keeping 17,000 uranium for something I rarely ever craft. So I'm going to just turn all that back into uranium dust. Also, I got, when I did the compressor recipe, we got this uranium block. You got to be careful with the actual block. So if I put that underneath the apiary, it probably wouldn't work. Usually it needs to be the GregTech version. Keep that in mind. I also had that problem with Ruby. I found that out. I got this block of ruby from Biomes of Plenty, and it didn't work a couple times before I realized I needed this block of ruby. Also, be careful, there is a fake block of ruby. So, block fool's ruby you can see on the ore dictionary. It's the actual one. Alright, so I'm assuming block of uranium-238 is the correct one. Wonder if we hit uses, would it show? I was wondering if it would show like it needed this B needed it. Alright, so hopefully this will work. Let me just double check. Doesn't require a specific biome. Some of them, like the space ones, require specific biomes. We do have 2-2. We should be good for that. And then this platinum drone we can just get rid of because we have plenty. What I usually have been doing is just once I produce a new set, I just produce like 20 or 30 drones and throw them in a chest. And then if I use those drones again, so say I need another cultivated, I'd take like 10 drones out, and then once I got a new princess, like if I wanted to change this to cultivated for some reason, I would just craft up 12 more drones and then throw them back in there once I got it. That is kind of what I've been doing. Alright, it looks like it is finished. Again, we didn't get it. Alright, I'm going to have to do a little bit of work here. I wonder if the block is... I want to say it's the block underneath is probably the wrong one. Okay, we are back, and look at that. We got uranium. It took me 4, 5 times, I think, to get it, and I got it with the block of uranium 238. So there we go. During the breeding process, we somehow ended up with a cactus. I think it was when it bred up a platinum princess. It gave it its generic stats or vanilla stats or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, these are all this is how many frames it took me. So yeah, that's a thing. But alright, so I do want to get this a purebred so we can get the drones going. And I'll just throw that back down. It actually broke. The radioactive destroyed one of the flowers. So, yeah, just be careful with it. Alright, so I'm going to throw this in here. Now, throw that back up on top of there. What am I doing? Alright, I'm doing this. Alright, so it isn't quite pure. Well, that one's pure. Alright, so we don't have radioactive. That is good. Flowers, end, not a problem. Also, in case you don't know, end is dragon egg. I had to Google that. I couldn't remember. I thought it was endstone. And that's not what I wanted. I wanted... Alright, so we do have that. And it is cold. We are going to have to heat it up, right? Yeah. So, blaze. It's a good way to do that. It's easier than a lava. Alright, and then they don't have... I'm just thinking, I'm like, should I do it before? Nah, we'll join them. Ooh. That's a bit of an issue. Didn't think about that. Nighttime, not dark enough, too hot. Alright, I'm gonna have to... There we go. Cold up. That should be done with that. Slight problem is this isn't, this is not, this is a permanent day world. Ideally, I would, how do I want to do this? I mean, we could build an aviary. I'm just trying to think how I'm going to do this. There is a chance for it to die, so I really want to get the uranium drones. So that is my first thing. I was just thinking, I'm like, can we do the... I never remember. Is it upgrade? Upgrade. There we go. Can we do the nighttime one? Territory, jungle, seal, lifespan. There. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of daytime. Or is it? That creates light, which is... Is that what we want? Alright, hold on. Let me look at this again. Alright. So, diurnal is day. Nocturnal is night. But the active is night, so it needs to be at night. Is that why it's giving... I was just like, why is it giving 2? I guess that's just 1. I guess that's just 1. Is that... Let me look at this one. Yeah. That's daytime. Alright, I think the nighttime and it's too dark is... Wait, too dark? Not dark enough? What was it? Not dark enough. Yeah, that's the same one. Alright, I thought it was 2 different things, but it's actually 1. So yeah, I just need to, I guess, go out. Let me figure out how I want to do this. Is the end... I was just thinking of, like, would the end be better? I don't know. Yeah, let me figure out what I want to do with this, besides just throw it in the overworld. Alright, we are back. I've gone ahead and built an Alveary, and I realized after I built it that this isn't going to work for this queen. It needs to be nighttime. This is a permanent day world, and the lighting upgrade is not to do that. It is to let the daytime bees work at night, basically. So if it was nighttime here, the Alveary lighting would let the daytime bees work. There is no one to let the nighttime bees work during the day. So this is actually pretty pointless in this Alveary. It actually doesn't do anything, because it's permanently day. We're never going to actually need that upgrade. I might need it if I move this into a different dimension. Now, if you don't know, it is basically 27 of the Alveary frames. So 3x3x3, full, even in the middle, and then topped off with slabs. And that will form the multi-block. You can tell you did it right when it does that. Now, the bottom 2 rows, you can switch out with the Alveary upgrades. So all the different Alveary stuff. These are frame housing. I have like a hatchery here. You can replace any of those, but you cannot place that row. So if I tried to put this frame housing up there, it wouldn't work. So the bottom 2 layers you can switch out. And yeah, the cool thing about the Alveary, and we'll get into it, I'm sure, a little bit. I don't know how much we're actually going to use it, because this thing is just basically so powerful. But while I am talking, let's go ahead, throw this in the overworld. We did send this through the climate, but I think it needs No, it's raining! No! They're not going to work in the rain. But I need it to be night. And if I sleep, they'll turn it to day. Alright. Let me sleep. Let me come back at night. Okay, I believe it is... nighttime, yeah. Now these actually do require cold, and there's a cold biome, like, right behind us, actually. This might actually be a cold biome. River... what? River cold. So, I might actually be able to just run this normally. Alright, so it is working. It doesn't have a thing, does it? No, it doesn't have a... oh, it does have radioactive. That's probably going to destroy part of my... not that this really matters. I just don't want it to, like, destroy something important. Like that. Really? Alright, let's throw it over here. That way it can just destroy whatever and it doesn't matter. Alright, there we go. We'll let that work, and the uranium B, to get the byproducts. Where's the byproducts? The specialty comb, you actually have to put it in its preferred climate. So I can't just put it in... where's the... there. It has to be in a cold, normal climate. It can't be in, like, a hot climate, but then use the acclimatizer to get it down. It actually has to be in a cold, normal climate. So I would have to... actually, this might... oh, there's one right here. Hello. Is this... this might actually be okay. Coniferous forest? Maybe not. I don't know. 48 degrees Fahrenheit? It's kind of cold, right? I'm not entirely sure. But I think once I get it to be able to run during the day, we can throw it in the Alveary and get products from it. I really just need, like, a couple combs is all I really need to get going with the climate stuff. Once I have actually just literally one comb and the iridium comb as well, I can emulate like a winter thing. And I think this will work with the correct climate. I could be wrong though, but I'm pretty sure that it does work. Okay, another change of a plan. I've just gone ahead and set up the Alveary with all the things. I threw some frames in because we need the combs. I made a fan, and there is a transmission, the Alveary transmission thing, and I just manually put a battery buff here, and we can actually see that it's turned on. If I do that, it will probably turn off after it runs out of power. I have no idea how much power this is using. It doesn't look like it's using much. So that's going to last for a while. But as we can see, it's actually bringing down the temperature. And with that, it should let us do... we should get combs from this. And if we look at the master registry, there is a... I don't know if I mentioned, but there is a quest for it. Basically, just a bunch of different combs that I've gotten just getting the uranium bee. You get all this stuff. Nothing crazy, but you get this master registry, and it basically lists every single bee. And if you look at it, so like climate, it actually tells you which biomes are cold normal that you'll get your specialty things in. But the cool thing about the Alveary is it actually produces those temperatures for you. So cold normal, I'm hoping that when we put this in there, we're going to get uranium combs. And I also need to run away because that. It does quite a bit of damage. You'll see holes popping up. I placed it over here originally, and I realized I was destroying my base. I don't know why I decided to put it so close. So I quickly realized my mistake, and I moved it over there. But that's going to, like, destroy everything with the radioactive. Hopefully it doesn't destroy the buffer. But, yeah. I'm going to just run over here. Yeah, we haven't got any combs yet. We did get a larva from this hatchery, which I think this is the intended route to get more... other than breeding in a... Oh shoot, I should probably just leave this in here and let it run its course, because night's almost up and it won't run. The monastic bees and stuff like that that only give one drone. I think this is kind of like the intended route to use like a hatchery to get more, or just breed it and hope for the best. Alright, so we got a uranium avenging. I'm assuming it's probably an exact copy. And then this we can actually... I believe you need to grow them in a incubator. This appears to be how this works, but it does need growth medium, which is its own thing. But alright, I'm going to let that run, see if we can get some combs. Also, I need to look at the platinum bee. And see if we can get the iridium combs. Because this is produced from a platinum bee. It's a pretty small chance. You can get it, obviously, better chance with the iridium bee, but that's going to require... Actually, it's not. I have that, I have that. I have platinum. I just don't have tungsten. Or manganese. Or valiant. Yeah, steadfast, valiant. I'm going to have to do a little breeding to get the iridium, but I'm hoping with the platinum bee we can get it with the Alveary. Alright, this thing is actually destroying parts of the Alveary block, which is... that's a pain. But I really need these combs, and I'm not actually getting them. I've only got the slag combs. I got a whole bunch of this larva, but I realized, one, it's not pure larva, so it's kind of pointless. Pretty sure they're all... yeah, they're all like the uranium avenging, so I'm just going to get rid of the... but unfortunately it did destroy that block. But I'm hoping that maybe I didn't get them... annoying. Alright, there's our uranium. I may actually... oh, there's a uranium with none. No effect. Alright, I'm going to try this one in there. And try to see if we can breed out the radioactive, because that's obnoxious that it's destroying parts of the Alveary. Alright, I'm hoping that it just didn't work because I bred them together, maybe in the... I bred them together and it wasn't in the Alveary, or it wasn't in the right biome when I bred them together, I guess I'm trying to say. Okay, I keep forgetting. Is this the one? This is the one I'm using. Alright. Alright, now I need to run away. As we can see, it's destroying blocks all over. Alright, I'm going to let that run, see if we get it. And, hopefully, we'll get uranium combs. Alright, really quick, I just pulled out the uranium and I got the quest thing. So I'm kind of guessing that means it's a purebred. Yeah. And we bred out the radioactive. That is really cool. This unfortunately is avenging. Uranium. Alright, some of the stats obviously are still kind of messed up. But we bred out the radioactive. Thank goodness. That was terrible. How I lost that block. I was worried it was going to destroy this. As we can see, it's about down to half. So it is using, you know, a decent amount. But I think 3, 4, 4 or 5 nights, I think, we've gone through total. So Yeah. I did have a thought, and I don't know if this is the case, but we weren't getting the specialty combs, and I was kind of actually wondering, is it because I had an inactive avenging, and that possibly has like different, the avenging has a different correct biome that it needs, kind of thing. So then it was like, oh, it's not the right thing. But I'm hoping now that we are good here. This will. I'm hoping this will produce uranium combs for us, because we are in a cold normal. These are supposed to be cold normal. We should be producing them. And oh, is it like an end now? I need to go get some nether wart. All right, let me throw the nether wart down and see if we get uranium cones. All right, there we go. We got it. We got our uranium comb. Yeah, I think it was because we had a inactive avenging trait, so that was telling it I didn't have the correct biome for both of them. That was my guess. So, if you're ever having issues with the correct biome, make sure that is it. But yeah, there we go. We got our uranium comb. I'm just going to let this run. Also, it wasn't another, it was the dragon egg. I said I needed nether warts, but that is the end, not that. I'm going to attempt to get the platinum one as well, and then next episode we will check out some of the upgrades. I did say I was not going to do as much bees, but these videos seem to be getting a ton of views, so it seems like people are kind of into GregTech bees. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.